Ah, here we are. Hello everyone! Welcome back some more Rogue Trader. That took me an awfully long time to think about what the game was called when it's literally written right here. Sorry. I spent like a solid like half an hour playing Uma Musume and I've forgotten how to read English for a moment there. That's a problem. I'm doing great. I'm doing so good. The weather is wonderful. I should probably, I don't know. If I go on the blind, I'll let all the cold air in because it's sunny, but it's not like warm. Actually, you know what? What temperature is it? Where do you think I am? I'm not in Frankfurt. I'm sorry. England. Oh no. Highs of 16. It does cool off, but like, every time I pull up the weather, I think, oh hey, it's actually quite nice. Maybe summer's fine. Maybe spring has finally arrived after so long. And every time I am disappointed. 16, awesome. 12, 13, 14. Alright, that's a little cool, but you know, that's pleasant. 14, 13, yeah. 8. Looks like we're still not out of this damnable eternal winter. Right. Oh, twins, never Zakwe. 1 twins. Let's head over to the Forgotten Twins then. Because apparently that's the place to be. Are the course deadly? I guess the fastest way I either need to go to the Kale of Capri and see if there's a way there, or go up and around. The tranquility of the warp jump was disturbed by reports of frightening sounds and visions that descended upon the crew. Hundreds of people reported knocking and screaming behind the bulkheads of the void vessel, the sound of nails scratching against the hull, and elongated Eldari-like shadows thrashing about the long passageways. The phenomenon was most prominent in the far corner of the officer's deck, where the new Lord Captain's companion named Irlet had made her home. That's probably fine. My apologies, Lord Captain. Your forces report your pet Eldari in the family was moving towards the Captain's Bridge. We didn't dare to stop her, but I expect you have a difficult conversation ahead. Right, she's going to complain that we go through the Immaterium instead of doing a normal and sensible approach, like not travelling through hell. And it's like... Sorry, bruv. Hi, Irilat. So, I'm sure this is your first time upon a war-capable vessel.
Please spare me a brief moment of your time, Elantak.
Of course, Irlet. What would you like to say?
Azurion knows that I do not care about the curious glances of Monkey. I grew inured to them back in the blossoming gardens of the Lilithon. They curse me from afar. They follow my every move. They ward themselves against me. Let them. After all, what can be done with such weak-minded, primitive creatures?
That's understandable. You're absolutely correct.
And still, one monkey stunt has caused the cup of my patience to spill over. She dared to approach me, to speak to me, and touching my hand, she suggested that we withdraw somewhere private. She wanted K-Morag. The mere memory of it stirs up a tempest in my soul.
Unfortunately, your Lord Captain is a massive Himijoshi and will not let this stand. I wouldn't mind going somewhere privately either. Yeah, sure. Say that and see how you fare with a shuriken inside your home plant. Were you truly so offended by it? No, she's gonna say like, it's bestiality. Why would I ever?
Try to imagine, Elantark, being lusted after by a wild beast. It is foul, disgusting, so vile that it makes your very soul shudder.
Yeah, that only works on Chukari. Wrong faction. Maybe next time. I understand this instinct was unpleasant for you, but it does not mean that all humans are animals.
No. Your kind, simple souls and narrow minds are the root of all these flaws. Narrow minds and simple souls. Every day, I feel as if I am caught in a trap, surrounded by a pack of wild animals. I am prepared to pay this price to find my kin, but everything has its limit.
Perhaps you would stop insulting the human race at every turn?
Your species is sensitive to the truth. I will have to remember that.
I do not think you fully understand human thoughts and actions. It will take time, but I can help you make sense of them.
I have walked the path of awakening, Elantark, and learned to see that which is hidden, and hear that which is unspoken. When I found myself on the Lilithon, I watched your kind long enough to understand the true nature of Monkey. I do not think you can tell me anything I do not already know. Nevertheless, I will not protest. Conversations with you are the only thing on this ship that can ease my solitude.
You flatter me. You are a Xenos, a strange and unknown creature, and humans strive to understand the unknown, for the unknown is the most frightening thing of all.
Had any of them wished to understand my nature, they would have already run away in fear from one who walks the path of the outcast. But they are just trying to provoke me, hurt me. No. Monkey are driven by their instincts. To survive, to breed, to ensure the preservation of their species and the annihilation of those who threaten them. It is neither good nor bad. It simply is.
Sometimes we struggle to understand the motives behind our own actions.
It was emotions that once brought down my kind, Elantark, toppling us from our pedestal as rulers of the galaxy. Indulging your weaknesses or whims does not make your species any more attractive.
All humans are different. My people's interest in you was not intended to be an insult.
Elantark, please understand that I do not find Monkey attractive. The mere thought of being intimate with one of your kind. Our conversation has only proved my point, Elantark, that Monkey and the children of Azurian are as different as night and day. Eldari do not simply see the world differently. They see more than any monkey can ever comprehend.
My true thoughts are 3. The most diplomatic option is 1. Because, man, the Eldari are so arrogant. They say, oh, we are the best. We are the master race who are destined to rule over this galaxy, as we once did. And that kind of thinking caused their empire to fall. So the fact that you still continue to maintain such thinking really says quite a lot, doesn't it? Humanity is such a terrifying, stagnant mandate. They never change, they never learn. Oh really? Oh really? Well, the Eldari, of course, are different. Okay, I'll take one, and if option 3 still remains, I'll probably pick it at some point. What do you see in the world around us that I do not?
What do I see? Your words ring with the desire to know the soul of another. But will you be able to comprehend my answer?
Look, before you joined my retinue, I had an unsanctioned psycho ranting about a door of whispers. And I'm currently dating a fish woman who can see in colours of emotions. I think I'm like at least somewhat ready to handle how you see the world. You know? Just a little bit.
I will need time to put the entire truth of this world into the meager language to which your ears are accustomed. When I find my answer, I will pay you a visit.
Cool. Next time a woman hits on you, instead of calling her a filthy ape, maybe you could just, I don't know, politely reject her. Let's see what's in the cradle of Kepri. There is a destroyed ship. It has nothing of worth. An unscanned planet. It has Xenotech on it. Ooh. I'll place an extractum on it, sure. This world has an archaeotech mechanism fragment. A surviving piece of an archaeotech mechanism of unknown purpose discovered among the wreckage of an ancient imperial vessel on one of the planets in the cradle of Kepri. Promethium, and quite a lot of it. Oh, where are we dropping, boys?
Such a peaceful scene, the likes of which I haven't seen in a long time. No bright flashes, no riot of colors, just pure white canvas.
White.
Wow, now you've said that, I expect things to take a turn for the worse any minute now. Be on your guard.
That's why I keep you around, Resident Cynic. Two skeletons are lying in strange positions. This one was either carrying or hugging the other and did not go even in death. It was badly damaged. Damn, the first system I failed, and it was an 80%. The concentration exposing elements decades or even centuries. It's a small miracle they able to extract a fragment. Box recording. Rich chaos. Rich life crying out. That's what we found. Stretch school for a fool. The expanse go walks. We're out of here. Calexis, here we come. Yeah, because with our record, the Calexis is definitely a place to go. What do you think life's better here anyway? Oh, what a house on some planet. A mansion. With a lion statue at the entrance. I've served it one job. Dust him a lion statue. Fly, you idiot. You're still on a dangerous planet. Quit sending me your hollering. Get back here and tell me you found it ready. Fly? Fly, you coming? I'm coming for you. If you don't respond, just going to take your dead meat.
Is there money to be made?
Blessedly, I am fish.
An expected result.
The skeleton is in decayed tech priest robes and missing its right leg. Judging by what remains of the bones, the leg was hacked off. It seems the person's still alive when it happened and reached this spot by crawling rather than walking.
Traveling in the company of Monkey is very unusual and enlightening.
Where the human is driven by a desire for knowledge that pleases the Omnissiah, the Xenos is driven by a morbid curiosity to invent new evils.
Dude, calm down. What's this transmitter all about? Oh.
What a peculiar thing.
Ritual.
Seriously, what is this servo skull even doing? And those are definitely Eldari. Right, that blood's not going to be useful there. Abelard over here. Area that needs to disarm bombs. Mines. Whatever.
I won't compromise my principles. It's as good as
Abelard,
done.
you're the designated idiot.
I'll see to it personally.
Does that set it off? It's not.
Who, if not me?
Reckless strike will be fine in this situation because turrets generally
Someone
don't
else
fight
can
that,
do this.
right? What do you mean the target is too far? Seriously?
Victory is
It's a
imminent.
one tile. That's absurd. Whatever, yours is the front line.
I'll make it happen.
Mine is the back line.
It's as good as done.
And yours is the ring.
On it. I'll make it happen. The best defense is a good offense.
A trivial task.
Very good. Unfortunately, in terms of melee, she's not going to give much help.
I move as if unseen.
Go here. And she can't disarm it. Oh no, she can disarm it. She was just
for a simple monkey.
learning about it.
I understand your intent. I am not your Xenos pet, monkey. This tedium is beneath me.
Oh lordy. These aren't Eldari, are they?
Magos has fallen.
Okay. So, we're gonna need to break these things.
I need a foothold. There. Get me a target.
Yeah, looking at it closer, I can see the spikes. That's definitely Drukari attack. Kind of embarrassing, I couldn't tell the difference in the plants, but you know. Abelard takes a single step forward.
My place is at the fore.
Hit this
At
thing
your
in
beck and call.
particular. And beat the snot out of it.
An exemplary strike. I will do my duty.
Make yourself really tough. These things can't move. So I don't necessarily know how good they'll be at.
If only that were possible. Do not dare ask. Me?
Let's just focus on removing the turrets wherever possible. But I must say.
If I may.
No, of course not.
My gut tells me it's a bad idea.
Order Abelard move.
A tactically
Yeah.
sound approach.
Order Heinrich's
I
attack.
won't stand for it.
Place the kill zone
Who if not
here.
me?
Mark it as
It's
such.
as good as done. On it. Consider this a taste of what's to come.
Cold
If I
bolt,
must.
precise attack. That I show on this
I
turret.
am not your ancestors. Guide me. I understand your intent. My soul belongs to the Infinity Circuit.
Yeah, that's all very well and good, but I think it's like
Let's see to it.
right as expected. I don't know. It's kind of obvious that a structure would
But
not
of
be
course,
effective by
Nothing stands against me.
such a thing as a mental psychic power, but I've really got to be sure. Here, that is down. No one seems to particularly care, which is quite sad.
It will be done. Grey hair. sure
Sad,
hand.
but not surprising, unfortunately.
Victory is imminent. It will be done. I will do my duty.
Baboon. This cannon's cover, it does not. Okay. Now let's move you out the way so you don't get shot at as much.
Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
She can't do a damn thing.
I'll see to it personally. I'll make it happen. Who, if not me?
Baboon. Wow, I missed. It is quickly apparent that you're supposed to be shooting to the
Emperor is on our
shooters.
side. Naturally. I won't object to it.
Abelard, could you be so kind as to quickly progress down?
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones. Indeed.
Endure all
I'm
of
not
Rockcrete.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Well, 19 Stub Revolver is not relevant right now. Because she...
I'll see to it personally. You should have thought twice before crossing me. Accept your lot.
What's Abelard up with his go crazy, go stupid mode?
At your beck and call. Victory is grey hair, sure hand. Target well struck.
Kaboom.
I will do my duty. An exemplary strike. It will be done.
Yet still, he continues to prove he is very cool.
At your beck and target well struck.
High momentum.
And if I do
No
this,
matter the cost.
he heads down
I've seen
here,
worse battles than this
immediately
in my
dodging
time.
the trap.
Victory is imminent. Grey hair, sure hand. At your beck and call. Took care of this one.
That just leaves a single turret all the way up here he probably can't get to. Fair enough.
Everyone, step aside. Holy terror, smite your enemies.
Don't frighten me.
No one wants to actually just like pass turn that Asculid.
Duty demands.
Oh, that was thoroughly unpleasant. It's like something structured donned in strange masks. Vaguely resembles the antenna of a powerful transmitter. At its base, you see a cogitator and a few other devices. These part of the structure going up around. Okay.
Let us not.
Pain and duty go hand in hand.
You will perish for this affront.
Cool. We're all super injured, so I think everyone should just
An
go.
unworthy soul.
Easily done. That was a problem for you. There.
Unless someone wants to inspect the wreckage.
Easily done.
Like our active gem.
The Inquisition taught me many things. There.
What about this corpse? Oh no, that's the one-legged guy, isn't it?
That was a problem for you.
Very frustrating. Very frustrating. Actually, hold on,
Rise to
no.
the top, or get left in the dust.
Who's got a medkit?
Look no further. Let's patch you up.
Your assistance is much appreciated.
Let me help.
Integrity factor increased.
Give you another medkit. Goodness knows, got enough of them.
Let's patch you up.
House Orcelio thanks you.
This wound will make a fine scar.
You have offered me another chance.
Ah, field medicine at its finest. Let's patch you up.
So,
Your
when you got some small
technology is
concussions,
limited.
that's good.
But I am grateful.
The Inquisition taught me many things.
They belong to an Eldari. What a shocker.
There.
Operation successful.
This contained a shuriken pistol, that's very nice. Makeshift heavy Xeno mesh. Interesting. Identify a number of elements of the structure. Long-range antenna of its design stemmed from pure colonies, the cogitator, the Eldari beacon, half a dozen other devices of varied origin. They all have one thing in common. This tech is designed to transmit basic signals to neighbouring space, the most common being requests for assistance and ship distress codes. So, someone loaded this miserable piece with transmitters from various races, in the hopes that someone would land here and run into their welcoming committee? Clever. I saw similar tactics used in my years in the Navy. True, in a war zone, you're usually on high alert. You don't just hair off after a lone distress signal. But in an isolated place like this, you expect the most likely scenario, just a ship that make an emergency landing. Looks like plenty fell for it. No signify the interest in which Pascal was serving this contract. Harris asks, are you studying a device? Is this very existence a violation of protocols of assembly? His tone is pensive, and his visor flashes. This statement is true. This construct has been assembled in contravention of canon law and must suddenly be disassembled, but not quite yet. Damn it, whatever, blow it up.
Keep your wits about you.
Very upsetting when you fail a check, you know? Like, I don't want to save scum and try every check again over and over until something changes. That's kind of disingenuous to the game. But also, I really want to know what was inside. Pascal's tech use is 95. How the hell would we fail there? Oh no, I've accidentally travelled back in time. What a shame. I can't believe this. What a bizarre anomaly. Anyway, yeah. Next time there's also just not... I keep having this awful habit of just making people walk over mines because we're not in the combat situation.
Such a peaceful scene, the likes of which I haven't seen in a long time.
These two are things. There are three things worthy of note. Fragments of sword device to both skeleton cannibals. Some shiny trinkets and remains of the carrier skeleton's bag, and a portable cogitator. The broken device was a rudimentary radar jammer, an item commonly used by pirates. The trinkets are clearly of Xenos origin, and miscellaneous time-worn items of no particular value. Petty trophies, which was corpses. So you succeed in checking, it doesn't give you much of anything. Fair enough. Nah. We're not playing an Iron Man. It doesn't matter to me. Besides, I already succeeded in this check. I feel like I'm entitled to it. If you fail the athletics check, do you just like seriously injure yourself or
Nothing's
something?
impossible for this old officer.
The more you try to hide your colors from me, Master Van Calox, the more clearly I can see them. If you find my gaze so unpleasant, just say so.
Do not mistake my caution for rudeness, Lady Cassia.
I am usually the person who gauges others' secret thoughts and feelings. Being on the receiving end is different.
Ancient ruins, Lord Xenos 90. You do so much better.
My success was inevitable. None are better at searching.
The machine god grants me insight.
I'm not able to reach it. We're able to put out of action. Interesting how it was
Prize.
very well hidden, aren't they?
This explorator is blessed with multifunctionality.
Right, and we do get a few chances at it. That's very cool. But does that mean we lose the Xeno artifacts? Even so, simply having 4 to deal with instead of more than that. Much easier. Much nicer. Oh no, wait. I want Heinrich's over here so you can disable that. Abelard up front. Cool.
I'll make it happen.
Tell Abelard to do things.
It's as good as done. Who, if not me?
Follow my lead.
And then I go up here, exposed to this turret. Very clever, I
My
know.
duty. An exemplary strike.
It's this thing. Give
I'll see to
ourselves
it
better
personally.
cover.
On it.
Give you some better shooting. Mark this
I'll
as
make it
kill
happen.
zone. Duck back behind some cover. Cheer let lose most of her health in a single turn.
I am not your Xenos pet, monkey. If it serves your cause. I am not your Xenos pet, monkey. If it serves your cause. Fortune favors the swift.
Fortune favours the swift. You're literally
I'm
not
afraid
moving.
not.
Seriously? How is that too far?
Isn't this a job for the serfs? I'm not
Isn't she a
accustomed
single
to being
tile?
ordered
Oh no, not
around.
even. She's just lying.
This tedium is beneath me. I am not your ancestors. Guide me.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Yeesh. And
You're
attack
back
it.
and forth. You are
A
target.
boom.
Indeed.
Nice. Pascal has this 95 disarm. Okay, do that then. I did not realize he was so good at
My
it.
success is an irrefutable certainty. As the tactical imperative dictates, the scriptural prognosis is favorable.
Could you also
Running my
damage it
narrative.
with this? You can, very good.
Momentum.
Not sanctioned to do this. I need a foothold.
Here's your foothold. Go kill it.
Someone's death wish is mine to grant. Let's see to it. For the throne's
Just
glory.
keep swinging your sword, buddy. Keep swinging your sword.
I won't object to it. Nothing stands against me. More trouble than it's worth.
Can I tell Abelard to do things?
I'll see to it
I most
personally.
certainly can. Wonderful.
It will be done. Grey hair, sure hand.
Who, if not me?
Give Abelard
make
the
it happen.
accuracy buff because I feel nice to him today.
On it.
Buff cast because we love her.
If it serves your cause. I will not. I understand your
Yeah,
intent
sure.
to do death with my
Hooray.
hands. This tedium
And
is
then line up
beneath
the
me.
shot against this thing.
I am a
If I give you an
navigator,
extra turn, do you
not
take
a
the shot? No,
servitor.
you do not.
If I must.
Victory is imminent. It will be done. Indeed.
Pascal banished the machine spirit.
Condemns you. The order is contrary to dogmatic protocols.
Why don't you just go here and disarm this
I'll
mine
put
for
my
us before I
psychic
forget?
abilities to use. The Inquisition taught me many things.
And a one, and a two, and a
Slips
kaboom!
beyond the veil.
There are no souls involved here, love.
The songs of my ancestors speak of stars long forgotten and worlds long gone. What a shame that you lack the capacity to understand even a single note.
There. Do you require inquisitorial approval?
I have learned much in my exile.
That was a problem for you.
They're all so
Too
mean.
hard
I
for a
love
simple
them.
monkey.
The Inquisition taught me many things.
Well, that went tidier. Even if it does mean we do not lead those turrets after all. So, you know, I traded an easier battle for no loot. I think.
Operation successful.
Now that Airlet doesn't have a concussion, it's much easier to beat these things.
My success was inevitable. A
Is
trivial
there money
task.
to be made?
Maybe
Too
temporal
hard for a
manipulation
simple
is good,
monkey.
actually.
My success
Shame I
was
can't take the dark
inevitable.
lances. Those would be really funny. And Investigate the entire structure. I want to know what's inside. And I really don't know how optimized I'd have to be. To get the 100% I'm used to getting. Okay. Save because I don't feel like doing that coin toss again. Managed to penetrate the Codchase's defenses. Its function is rather simple. The program is designed to activate the transmitter once every 5 years, send out the stress signal. Cool.
A trivial task.
The only element of the yeah, bunker control room or something else that was used. Fair enough.
Rise to
very
the
good
top,
shout.
or get left in the dust.
Watch your steps.
Demolition 40? Are you serious?
I have learned much in
And
my
yet you pulled it
exile.
off. That's amazing. Investigating the secret bunker in the distress signal zone. Definitely off my pure skill and very optimized team.
This could be an opportunity.
And not at all, because I'm a massive cheat.
Speak, Elantark. Choose your own path. My success was inevitable. A trivial task.
7 additional damage, single attacks against human enemies, and +5 to Medicaid.
I have failed my kin.
Oh. I get the feeling she just failed the
Always keep my
test,
options
yeah.
open.
It says it's not of this world. I'm willing to bet it's a human that's had Drukhari things done to it.
Keep your wits about you.
I align my path with yours. For now. Too hard for a simple monkey. My success was inevitable.
I don't know what you should play. Oh, please tell me.
I have learned much in my exile.
Perfect dead creatures and Medusae, a monster from the depths of the webway, the favourite pet of
Let us
Drukhari.
not dawdle.
Yep, no, that makes sense. Not that I'm familiar with those, so I would have failed that check if I had to do it. Cool. More medical knowledge that I will never use because we usually either just succeed or die.
Experience. Nothing matters more.
Well, I'm bored of this place. Let's leave. And ideally, never come back. Resident Evil Requiem or more horror games. See, I would play Resident Evil Requiem, but
Is
I
there money to be
genuinely
made?
like... Isn't it like a modern game, so it's going to be super expensive? Maybe I should play more horror games, but you get like a massive, like, crybaby wimp. I'd never be able to survive it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know either. Anyway, let's do some warp travel, which is such a pleasant experience. Lord Captain, I keep receiving reports about malfunctions among the various ship systems. This time we are dealing with inexplicable temperature fluctuations. Thermal control failures observed not only in individual compartments, Even in the soldiers' protective equipment, several crew members suffered from burns and frostbite. The tech briefed them performing the rites of machine spirit pacification and remained convinced that the issues were caused by the spirit's obstinacy and defiance. Their reports claim the incidents remain well within the scope of expected performance parameters. Over the last few days, complaints about the malfunctioning thermal controls have dwindled, but the crew members have started whispering that our vessel is haunted. Deck priest's assurances that only the machine spirit's tempers are to blame are doing nothing to dissuade these ridiculous rumours. I'll be honest. I have encountered a literal ghost on this ship, and we get so many accusations of being haunted that at this point we might as well just take it for granted that every ship in the Imperium is at least a little bit haunted. Which is kind of a hazard when you travel through hell. When you get scared, are you a screamer or a whimper of a silencer? Jumper? A jumper? My piece of clothing now? I don't know. I mean, usually when I get scared I just start like rambling. Like I start mumbling or rambling or saying random things. But I definitely do like flinch when I get jump scared. I think that's quite normal. You've seen me play Phasmophobia in the past. I usually just like rattle off random things and then freeze up like a deer in headlights whenever something happens. Like when that ghost first appeared in that room, I distinctly remember. Yeah. So on stream, I remember when I got ghost haunted, I genuinely like held my breath, hiding in the corner, waiting for death. When I played off stream before that moment, and I first got caught by the ghost, I was actually screaming and slamming on the door, while calling for my friends to help me. So I guess I just have reactions based on the situation, you know. Ooh, Cassie's coming to me. Coming to my quarters. Ooh, is this something I can show on Twitch? I say, knowing damn well these characters like look like what they do. Hi, Cass. Greetings, Lord Captain. I meant to inform you that our journey through the warp went well. My navigator's gaze perceived the light of the Astronomicon beyond the tumultuous waves of the Sea of Souls, albeit with some difficulty. The crew and master helmsman conduct themselves adequately. My instructions during the jump helped them find their focus and guide the ship without any serious incident. I've never doubted your abilities as a navigator, Lady Cassia. My crew is fortunate to have you. As the expression changed suddenly, and she gives a reserved nod. Please maintain this, Lord Captain. You can satisfy your manner of command. Fidgeting awkwardly, Cassie glanced around the study. I see you have many compelling works of art here. A precious few paintings. I, for one, do enjoy passing what little spare time I have with the brush in hand. Why, just recently I created a beautiful voidscape inspired by our travels together. I cannot show it to you quite yet, as it still only exists in my mind's eye, but the imagery, oh, if only you could see. I did take note of the unique elegance of your works back on Europe 5. I'm certain your latest piece will be just as breathtaking. Thank you, Lord Captain. Your gratifying sincerity is wreathed in the light of a rising sun. If such is your wish, I shall show you my work when it is complete. A furtive smile speaks louder than a polite nod. She's so cute, she's so cute. One other thing I meant to tell you is that I am quite well read, and my knowledge is not limited to navigator's craft. I am versed in many other scholarly fields, such as the centenary history of the Galaxy sector, or... Navigators are taught to familiarise themselves with the warp from childhood. Do you require my help, that is to say my counsel? My knowledge is extensive, please don't hesitate to ask. She fiddles with a lock of her hair while still proudly holding her chin high and avoiding your gaze at the seat. Ah! Kicking my feet. God. She's just so cute. You've been blessed in many talents. Would you like to stay here and demonstrate something? Damn. Quick, someone, redo the timeline, redo the timeline. As you take a step away from you, scorching you with disapproving gaze, a voice hardens, come and move. Rogue Trader, making a suggestion intimidation swordly navigate does you no credit. I would ask you to refrain such frivolities in the future. Damn, damn, damn. Hold on. Go back, go back, go back, go back. Ah! I messed up. Yeah, you remember when I actually read the ghost towards you and played together? Yeah, no, I certainly did that, didn't I? Thank you for reminding me.
Rise to the top.
Also,
or
Leon
get left
Kennedy,
in the dust.
John Kennedy, is 51 in Resident Evil. That's incredible. That's like as old as my mother. He's still hot though. I'm gonna have to catch up on YouTube uploads. Good. Lucky Dolly. Thank you very much. And I've gotten so shameless. I guess that's just because I've not failed since I started. And I want the golden route. I say, knowing damn well I've almost certainly scuppered that in some ways. So praise her, praise her. You don't need to prove your worth to me, Cassia. With each passing day, I learn about new sides of you. It amazes me every time. You're too kind, Lord Captain. Cassia looks away, but before she does, you catch a strange, fleeting expression on her face. Could it be joy? I apologize. I must be distracting you from important matters. But this please don't need to be your presence, Lord Captain. Cassia is courteous, Lord. Very courteous. Cool. Can't be too aggressive with her. Cool. Conservative note, lady. Don't mess with her. Oh, sweet, plum. You see, this is why romance is hard. It's hard and no one understands. So there are no warp routes here. That's great. How the hell am I going to get to the Forgotten Twins? Two plasteel? No thanks. An unidentified Imperial void ship. Hello. An unknown ship hails you as soon as you detect in range. The ship, the Scarlet Pursuer, helmed by Captain de Marcheny, has fulfilled listed as his home port. The message hints transparently a connection with the Caspilican mission. The Boxmaster adds the Captain's proposal for you. Listen to proposal. Ship lets you know they'll readily reward you for any information about burning worlds in the Cronus Expanse. Why? Replies as courteous is vague. The Captain cites skilly curiosity in this understudied type of world. Upon hearing the message, Magos Pascal expressed a keen interest in burning worlds and asked Lord Captain to take the issue into consideration. The Hidara immediately declares that Captain Shnee would never dash around the void out of scully curiosity, but only for a suitably high return. In that case, perhaps Lord Captain too might want to look into these burning worlds. General Vesserin makes no comment regarding Caspil's message, but is amazed that for once, you see Majors and Mrs. Charity are in passionate agreement on something. I don't know anything. Okay, look for burning worlds. This world seems interesting. This world's been traded back and forth between Von Valencia's Windscale Dynasty's census waste of thrones, if you ask me. Ooh. Lots of drugs. I can only hope the owner will not be too aggrieved by their loss. Looks like the best way is... Bridge is throwing in the sound of endless officer reports, the animation mechanism, buzz servo engines. Unlike the usual servants, bustling to and fro, Lord Captain notices a flash of flame red hair. You posed the question to me not long ago, Lantark, and I am here to present you with my answer. With fluid grace, Irileth emerges from the shadows of the captain's bridge. Her face seems to glow under the lumen light, her expression is slightly more pensive than usual. You have my complete attention. Now listen closely to my answer, Lantark. You may struggle to comprehend what is to be said, being accustomed to reveling in your own might and skewing the world to suit yourself. Pitch your understandings not toward my world, but the sense that lies hidden in the shade of their sounds. Irileth half closes her eyes, her words unfurling slowly and melodically. You try to split the world into pieces, to fragment it, into light and dark, truth and lies, self and other. But I see the world as a single whole, and in this lies its simplicity and complexity. It is not enough to simply see the world and hear its voices. You must understand it. Think of the Lilithane. The world on which our paths crossed. What is it truly? What is its essence? Lilithane's magnificence comes not from the gleam of its vast forests, or from the depths of its waters. Its beauty is in the word, in the way it dances on the tongue. Only you, Lantark, can sense it. Try. Say the word slowly, delicately, casting aside all stray thoughts. Feel, perhaps you will see. Lilithan. The world around you fades, and your perception instantly narrows, coming to a single point of focus on the tip of your tongue. Lily. Your tongue delicately tickles the roof of your mouth, and a sound slips along your throat with incredible silkiness, warming as it goes like a sip of fresh recaf. Le. The tip of your tongue touches the same place again, and air softly rushes from your chest. A sound like the restoration of leaves and wind weaves through the forest canopy. Sun. The tongue taps your front teeth and a gentle vibration spreads through your body, letting you shiver along your spine. Guarded interest gleams in your Irileth's eyes when your gaze meet again. I think I'm beginning to understand. But since soon, Lantark, you are capable of seeing more than you do now. Instead of the lifeless clamour of your monstrous mechanisms, the roar of engines, and the discordant voices of your followers, I hear an attentive silence. It arises in moments of spiritual serenity, and in that stillness we become witnesses of the transformations of our own inner world. Our lives pass so swiftly. You rush through them for the sake of a chosen goal. The thoughts of transience and loss frighten you, and so you drive such thoughts away and drown yourselves in the tumult. But it is from fleeting moments which enter our lives and quickly vanish from them, that the soul's fortress grows. A moment's blooming, an hour's wilting, the splendour of each lies in its ephemerality. So too, the memories of those who have left our side and no longer walk the path with us. And in you, Lantark, I see much more than just another Monkai. Your true essence lies in your will, which is capable of changing the world around you and within you. It lies in your ability to create and to understand your creation, and in your ability to destroy. It lies in what your kin's minds cannot grasp, what their primitive sight cannot behold. I can see. Thank you for telling me how you see the world. What do you make of it, Lantark? How differently do you see the world? I mean, obviously the suck-up answer is the first one. I also see something greater in Warhammer, something deeply out of guise of thing. What does that mean? I like to ask you, what attention focus on your words. I see the uniqueness of every creature, everything, and it pleases me. I can follow a line of your thoughts, Elontag. Every form, colour, creature, and being possesses its own charm and capacity to stir our emotions. Millions of stars in the darkness. The invincibility of void crystals, the plethora of intelligent and primitive life forms that inhabit the galaxy. The world manifests itself in endless diversity, and in that lies its true magnificence. Your lad says nothing for a time, silently watching you from under half-lowered lids. Now that we've each shared our truth about this world, I'd like to know if your thoughts about me align with those you can, Elontag, or if you see me different. I mean, she fascinates me. Her appeal is unusual. Answering within evoking. Erla goes still and looks at you intently as if seeing you for the first time. It seems there are many facets of your soul I have not considered on top. Interesting. I accept your answer and thank you for speaking with me. This is the first conversation aboard this vessel that truly brought serenity and joy to my soul. Oh sweet, I leveled up from that. Nice. Taking a blood extraction. Water extraction sounds very useful. Well no, how about defensive stance and more parrying? You get... Piercing shot's probably decent. Cast Unleashed sounds pretty funny. Touch of Anger causing infighting sounds fun as well. Touch of Anger, and then I'll make the next one walking. Or Curse Unleashed. Dark Militant gets... Reckless Rush is just more movement. That's a good thing. What about my Physical Distortion? Poison attacks are good. Instruction is a good thing to have. Shot is nice. Sign Objective sounds funny. Cool. Who's Miss Shimmy now? Oh well. Lady Oseo's asking where I can be found. Goodness gracious, it's just one social event after another. I'm never actually going to be able to navigate anywhere because it's just going to keep, well, doing this. Lord Captain, could you spare me a moment to discuss a personal matter? Cassian's less than graceful movements betray her anxiety. She lowers her eyes slightly and fidgets with a second handkerchief as she waits for your answer. With a Miss I am intrigued. What is this personal matter? I'm rather embarrassed to ask you about something like this, but last I was here I noticed a curious tome on the shelves of your personal library. A rather heavy-looking volume bound in a warm, gilded cover with the symbol of the Adeptus Ministorum on it. Artemis Hysteria, I believe it was. Cass waves a hand in the direction of shells, and the satin handkerchief slips out fingers. Oh. Cassie takes a quiet breath of frustration, but does not escape your notice that Ruby eyes are intently observing the reaction. Now, for those who know, giving a woman dropping a handkerchief is like a way to initiate flirting. It's the most forward a socialite can be. So I can't ignore the handkerchief. I have to give it to her. But the real question is, how flirtatious can I be about it? Because I could kiss it and give it to her, if that's her intent. That might be too aggressive. She wants to take things slow, you know? Hold on, can I say? I can't say. Okay. Let's take it slow. Let's not be too aggressive. Here, you drop this. I see a gingerly accepts the handkerchief you, making sure not to touch your hand, and nods gratitude and looks very sheepishly. Well, Captain, I've never shown such a before. I could escort you. Raised you with a half-hidden smile and swiftly leaves the study. Was that good? Did I do it? I don't know. I don't know how to flirt with a woman. I don't know if I'm a girl, especially not a noble girl who's like super repressed and stuff. Logistics? Sounds valuable. Sounds dangerous. Ooh, another architect mechanism fragment. Good to have, good to have. Hey look, nothing. Lots of Promethium here. Thank you. Oh, look, a rock with a tiny amount of plasteel. Let's do some colony management. Lord Captain, the Order of Farston has been upset by a conflict between the forces of the Order of Hammer and refugees from the Windscale Dynasty's domain. An argument broke out near the tomb of the renowned holy man Nicomedes Keith, and the tomb was damaged in the fray. The pilgrims revered Keith's rival, Philomeus of Malpi, claiming Keith to be a thief who had stolen the relic of St. Caduceus and violated the sacred mystery of his resting. They state his greed. The Lord of the Hammer is furious at the heretical statements and desecration of Keith's burial site. I'll say my advice is, who has arrived in foreign realm, the Malpians' conduct is insolent at best. Penance should be imposed on them. We must send them on a pilgrimage to find the relics of St. Cognatius and learn the ways of St. Keith. In this manner they will be of use for returning lost relics, and the Order of Hammer will be satisfied with a just verdict. That's a good shout. There was a similar theological dispute at the Fifth Orphean Council, and the conflict between the two cults was resolved in a sacred duel. 20 champions from each side came forward, both sides vowing to accept the victor's teachings if they lost. I propose to invoke the Council's edict and settle the dispute in the same way. They believe their faith is superior, then let them prove it. Subject them to a severe test of faith. If they survive it, they will have proven their steadfastness. Even if the Order of the Hammer does not accept their arguments, it will be easier for them to recognize the newcomer's right to interpret the way of Sacred Ignatius if they prove of their own blood and pain. Yeah, they've broke something valuable. Let them accept their punishment, I think. I will not cause the same old trouble. If that's a refuse pilgrimage penance search for the Rex Ignatius, they believe it's just a way to get rid of these inconvenient people. We would hammer thank the Lord Captain for their protection and staying true to agreements between them. You break it, you buy it. I should buy Holiness. I think Ignatius said to hide many treasures now coveted by Alpha men and women, road traders, and a quarter. This is the prices can be tool bearing a sacred fingerprints. Only recalling me that I administrative with the bureaucratic war requiring influential allies and nothing short of an army of clerks and scribes. If it is passed into safekeeping monks in the Order of Hammer, the great triumph of the faithful. It will cost me 3 profit factor, which is an awful lot for me to give up. It could give me a flamer, which I haven't, well, honestly, I like this. How about I do some trading first, buy some things, then I'll give up some profit factor. Nothing here because I don't have enough ranks. Nothing here because I'm just full short and I also not got enough ranks. Could grab a power. No, I can't grab a power axe. The mission. No. The mission. No. No. Janice wants more attention, does it? Oh, I can actually do that right now, can't I? Yes. Holy ship, there are alarming reports coming from Janice. Now, where strange mutations have been spotted among the population in remote agri-complexes. Aside from the obvious disfigurement and the subsequent estrangement, these mutants, called wretches by the rest of the colonists, are coming together to practice a primitive form of religion involving ritual worship of the land. While they display no dispute or hostility, their very existence is concerning. The Janice nobility humbly awaits your decision. What do you know about these wretches? The mutations cause a loss of skin pigment and the shedding of hair. Some have started developing a translucent third eyelid. Some have set of reptiles. Others succumb to progressive atrophy of the larynx, causing a loss of human speech. At the same time, their tendons become denser and more elastic, providing increased endurance and load resistance. The wretches are commonly ostracized due to their grotesque appearance. There haven't been too many cases of mob justice yet, but they will become commonplace after the mutations' deformities become more obvious. The wretches tend to form groups of similarly afflicted people. The average level of intellect is low. They all belong to the Labour caste and communicate among themselves using primitive vernacular of their own invention. As their barbaric religion, they are deifying both the soil and Janus itself. To them, working in agri-complex is a form of worship, which has had a positive impact on productivity. My first thought is let them return to their floor with Labour. What do my advisors have to say? I saw your agent's pitch recordings, the signs these monkai leave behind, their idols, and I cannot deny a connection, though a pathetic and extremely abstract one, to the symbols of my people. Their guttural prayers echo the sounds of the children uttering speech. The probability of them having come into such close contact with this evolution is non-existent, but they are still somehow connected. Protect these people, resettle them to distant abodes, where they will not be harmed to their peculiarities, and keep watch. Someday the truth may be revealed. The blessed sanction of the Imperium does not grace these mutants, but nor does it declare their existence anathema. Should we sentence them without further study? There are mutants whose existence is fully sanctioned, such as Ogrins, Ratlings, Pariahs, Pelagas, Felids, or Troths. Our library had many treatises on Janus's craft, and I can impart some of that knowledge to your servants. Purely theoretical, of course. This mutation has not been properly studied and is missing from the catalogue. I am not registering a basis for delaying the commencement of immediate genetic purification. I recommend launching a thorough investigation into the genetic makeup of this forbidden strain. I there are quite a number of these wretches to study and let the others work. Asia, please share your knowledge of the Genesis craft with my servants. Well, that's my first thought. I kind of want to do what, Irilette wants, because she knows this kind of thing. Is this the Krusty Krab? No, this is Dolly. I kind of want to do what Irilette wants, because, you know, she knows the world, so she knows these people are probably being influenced by it, so it's in our best interest to study them and let them be, see if they turn into, like, beasts of labor or something. Profit? What is that? But I'd also really like to understand their mutations. So I kind of just want to let them work. No, they're right. Let's separate them for study. I feel these monkai have been touched by something wondrous. Users resettled additional agri-complexes with their unorthodox appearance will not put them in danger of being massacred by the serfs. The mutants put under surveillance. One of the watchmen spotted a mysterious relic in the hands of a group of wretches turned out to be an item of Xeno origin. It is unlikely mutants understood the nature of the object they worshipped. So we need to go to Kiaragama before we can continue. Unless we want to start giving people drugs. That's heretical, let's not do that. Ooh, Chirurgeon Medikit. That sounds kind of nice. I still need plasteel mechanisms. Alright, let's get some plasteel mechanisms and let's look up the Capella biologist. Thank you. Can I get the Spark Notes recap? Okay, so, we're gonna start the stream. I landed on an ice planet. We got, ambushed by some Chikari structures, found some pretty nasty things there, as to be expected from Chikari structures. Irilette told me that I'm an idiot. I told her I'm not, and she agreed that I'm not an idiot. Cassia's trying to come on to me, but she's doing it very slowly, and I don't necessarily know if I've accidentally spurned her or not. because she dropped a handkerchief and I gave it back to her, but I didn't give it back to her in a particularly romantic way, but she seemed happy about it, so we'll just like progress slowly, you know? Take it slow. One of my worlds has a temple. Some people broke a temple, so I shoot them all off onto a penitent crusade. Because they kind of deserve it. You shouldn't be breaking people's stuff. And Janice has got a strange amount of reptile people living amongst us. Reptilians. And I decided to put them all in a zoo. Well, not a zoo. I decided to put them all in the box and see what happens. Because Yarla asked me to. And now we are flying through the galaxy. Trying to find stuff. Pirates here, so I'm gonna have to go there. There's some plasteel. Oh look, some plasteel. I'm taking traces of magnetic rock extraction. Talking about the method of sacred geometry used cutting up formations that will make explorative prevalent. Awesome! Now I'm manning it for plasteel. Now I just need mechanisms. How do I get them? Provisions. What are those? A cold, windy planet is covered by a raging sea of mustard grey grass, so tall it reaches an average human's waist. The monotony of endless steppe is occasionally broken by chains of murky green lakes, but the Orc crew spots a far more interesting anomaly, a scar running several dozen kilometres deep, splitting the world's equator in two. After 2 exploration watches, the crew intercepts a faint signal coming from one of the labour settlements in a deep chasm. Due to the unstable connection, the foreman mistakes your vessel for a wind-scale ship. One was due to arrive 9 cycles ago. The foreman grimly reports over the weak channel that the adamantine ore deposits in the world are nearly depleted, and that the planet will be fully mined out in less than a decade. With some difficulty, he picks up enough words to understand that the ship in the orbit belongs to another rogue trader house, and Orc apologises before silent. At some point, the connection cuts off completely and leaves the foreman and prospectors to wait for the real master. Damn, that's wild. Sucks be those guys. Anyway, let's kill some pirates. You sight a ship hovering over a void station. The vessel bears no identifying marks, but a landing craft swarming the outpost below make the situation clear. Pirates seized an Imperial outpost. You almost attack the pirate ship is warming up its engines, quickly reloading the cannons. Oh, let's attack first. So no Cassian marriage yet. Not yet, but we're working on it. I accidentally came up to her a little too strong and I had to save Scum because she seemed very upset by that and I'm not going to upset her. Like, I don't know how to woo a woman, okay?
Enemy contact! All hands, make ready to unleash our fury!
With the force of a supernova.
I don't know how to woo a woman. I definitely don't know how to charm a posh noble woman.
Keep up the pressure.
Just, you know. Bro, you might want to point those potatoes in a different direction. I'm just saying.
Lance batteries.
So you failed us, isn't it? Using the TRL. Exactly. What's the mod? I need that easy date. What?
Salvo.
Persona fans trying to talk to a woman. What do I do? I don't know what to do in this situation.
Make every shot count.
Oh yeah, we actually lost the Master of Theories because she went mad, didn't we? Oh, I thought the plasma torpedoes had already hit them down. torpedoes. Oh, that's nice. A wonderful clean resolution. What did Will do to deserve it?
Macro cannon. Open fire. Let the void sort them out.
Let's go this way.
Launch batteries. Volley.
John left for Fantasio. True.
Make every shot count. Helmsman.
Let's go here and shoot those torpedoes anymore.
Salvo.
Because I've no doubt they'll both hit me and it'll hurt like hell, but what can you do? I like Space Battle. Space Battle's cool. They're alright. I don't think they're very good at them. I drive this thing like I don't own it.
Let them taste our fury. Macro cannon. Open fire. Torpedoes away. Fire at will.
It also felt like this game is like weird because it has direction-based shielding, which is something I'm not like engaging with properly. Which is definitely why I take a lot of damage and the enemies resist a lot of damage. Never trust you in the vehicles, what you're saying then, noted. Yeah, no, I can't drive. So if you would trust me in the vehicles in any capacity, already something is going wrong. You know.
Let them taste our fury. Launch battery. Volley.
That's more like it. Oh, it blew up on top of me. This is bad.
Salvo.
We're probably gonna die here. That's great. Awesome.
Fire at will.
Yeah, let's just let them go.
All hands, prepare for acceleration. Engage the engines.
3, 2. I see you running away. One. Yep, those guys are gone. A lot I can do here. If I got... And Kellogg's give me more. I'm in danger. We're all in danger.
Launch battery. Volley. Keep up the pressure.
They're making a damn good break for it.
Time to
Battle is over. That's fine. How about we repair our ship so it doesn't fall apart? And this planned void station, we shall now proceed to go inside. HP challenger, that's good. I think that would be impossible in this game. Abelard. Abelard, what are you doing? In the funky. Oh, this is the perfect place for an ambush. Yep, that's it.
I always keep my options open.
Will be your downfall. I'll bleed you dry.
What's a good firing location for you? Probably here. Nice back here. Nice back here. Out front. Bring it to...
I'll make it happen.
Heinrichs, you are now designated as my
Who if not
personal
me?
idiot.
It's
It's a very high honor.
Naturally. But of course, Lord Captain.
I'll see to it personally.
His backline. Backline is my special place.
I'll make it happen.
Your elect can have the rear. Office kill zone. I might just buff your elect shooting, because why not? Give her a 100% crit chance, because I'm nice.
If it serves your
This
cause.
is a 45 degree. Yeah. That's fine. That's probably normal. Kill the Psycho. Sounds like a wonderful,
I am not your
upstanding
Xenos
system.
pet monkey.
Very much like to have a point for that Gil the Psycho fellow.
I understand your intent. I am not your
Bang. Heinrichs. Get strong.
Let's
Explode both of them. Oh no, just the one. Well done. Should have hated that guy more. Alright.
I won't object to
I'll
it.
just psychically cheer everyone on and...
Let's see to it.
Oh lordy, there's a lot of fellows here. And they got power
Let's
weapons?
get to it.
Oh dear. Is that a flamer? Answer that question.
Show me what you've got.
Ready the lead rain. There's another Ulas the Slasher. Oh, delightful. So many wonderful characters here.
A tactically sound approach.
I hate
At
this
your
guy in
beck and call.
particular.
It will be done. Target well struck. Victory is imminent.
Endure.
Let's get to it.
Well, this is a perfect situation Pascal to be in. Not great for Cass though. I mean, to be fair, Cassie also heals like half a health a turn, so I'm not too worried, but... Okay, can you shoot from this distance? No, you cannot, of course. Actually, you just straight up can't do a lot in this situation. Okay. Mark Guild of Psychos, pray. Can't.
Running binary override.
Okay. Smack. Okay, do this to completely mess up their shooting. And start your next attack.
High momentum.
Cassia, meanwhile, is going to do some very horrible things to these horrible people.
Me? Insist, Lord Captain. If I may? The fury of House Orcelium!
They deserve that. Probably.
Me? If you insist. Another foe painted black.
Yeah, that's 57 stacks of tactical advantage, which would mean she can gain 200% damage on her next attack, if that's something she wants. I think that
I'll
would be
show
good.
you why
My head's kind of blew up.
Scriptural prognosis.
Yeah, that kind of happens when you're facing one of the most powerful psychic beings in the Imperium.
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all.
Okay. Electric gunning sucks.
Conservatorization denied.
Those
Memory of
sucks.
this righteous moment. My vow
He
is
sucks. And you know what? That was so good. Let's do it.
running binary. Request approved.
There we go. That should cause enough people enough problems.
Time to slaughter someone.
Hold on.
What are you even trying to do? sweet. Next turn. Okay. Move the front line forward. Mark it as kill zone. Mark an order at the scowl.
If not me.
Realised I didn't have him reload his gun. That's kind of embarrassing. Let's just have you electrocute the psycho here.
Fight like this.
The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
During this turn, I probably didn't do an awful lot then.
It's as good as done. I'll make it happen.
Can I stack the zones? I don't know. We will find out, won't we?
If I must.
If I must do my job.
If it serves your cause. This tedium has been to deal
Fine.
death with my hands.
Bang.
Ancestors, guide me!
Heinrichs. Give Abelard a buff. And then move in and help him, I think.
Get me a target.
Enfeeble does affect allies. We have to be careful with that.
Naturally. Nothing stands against me.
I keep forgetting to apply the debuffs. It's very embarrassing.
Let's get to it. I will do my duty. At your beck and call. Reduce the dust. Indeed.
Charge and bomb.
Here we go.
No, please. Step into my weapon range. You will surely not regret it. Let's give me a Baba. Baba?
The omniscience is not a battle, but an execution.
Let's just inflict a buttload of debuffs on this guy. And a 1 and a 2. And a 3. And that's good. Cassia can advance up a little into some more relevant cover. And I'll have it tell this guy to make a very safe
Give me
journey
strength.
past some very friendly individuals. And he makes the will save.
I am a navigator.
Oh, then you don't go anywhere.
That is foolishness. I'm not accustomed to being ordered
Here's
around.
debuffs, am I right? Yeah. Oh my
If I may,
splash. There we go.
Let's get to it.
Come on, where's the rest of yous?
Scared yet?
I will now proceed to make Abelard the strongest character in fiction. What I would say if he could actually cover that distance in a single turn. Well, he can cover most of it, so that's nice.
It will be done.
Set up a defensive stance, set up some Jer, Rock Crate.
At
Take
your
one of those
beck and
guys in
call.
particular. After my turn, Ireland cannot do any sniping from here.
I approach the designated position.
Get comfy. Get
Stop
steady.
trying, monkey.
Get
I
dangerous.
am not your Xenos pet monkey.
And let's
If it
learn
serves
how
your
effective
cause.
over-penetration is. Well, that
No
wasn't
more.
that effective. It wasn't terrible either. Halox.
But of course,
Yeah.
Lord Captain. For the throne.
Give Pascal arms of iron, because he doesn't have those already, I guess. And cheer him on a bit.
Let's make it quick.
My ears are ringing.
Sweet. Charge this
Victory
idiot.
is imminent. Target well
Bonk.
struck.
Bonk. Reckless attack.
One fewer target.
Splat. Okay, who's next for a little bit of schleichen detection? Scal, could you put out the fire on your body, please? Kind of awkward. Sound of those guys not attacking Abelard, unfortunately. Man, he's doing exactly what he wants to do right now. Why did I just get bisected? Yeah, that happens. Occupational hazard, you know. Okay, how about I designate this area as a front line?
I'll see to it personally.
Mark it as a place to
Who,
be.
if not me? I refuse.
Too far away, but if I go here, can I then...
I won't compromise my principles.
Okay,
Be
move
careful
Cass
not
up
to
here.
cross my gaze.
Or that can, of course, just keep shooting fools. I don't really care. Boom.
High momentum.
And Kellogg's
Everyone,
charge
step aside.
in.
Holy terror, smite your enemies.
And let's make it an heroic act so he can do some very funny.
Let's see to it.
So here, slash,
Done with this one.
I won't object.
Holy terror, smite
won't
your
do that.
enemies.
Let's see to it.
Okay, cut them down then, see if I care. Go here and cut
But of
this one down.
course, Lord Captain.
The Inquisition
What?
sends their regards.
Abelard.
I will do my duty. It will be done. That's not the Seneschal's job.
Reckless slash.
At your
Cut
beck
them
and call,
both.
I took care of this one.
There goes that guy's skull. Quite tidily removed from his body.
It will be done. I'd rather not.
Martyrdom is a reward.
Pascal be like, wow, I'm a fire, wow. Dude, no one asked. Shut up.
I have read tomes of military tactics.
Wouldn't.
Let's get to it.
I'll just make that fool explode. And there are no enemies left, just like that. Delightful. Okay, let's look into this corpse. So we got Jukari Clave. Wow, okay, that's rare. An unstable flamer. The fact you describe as unstable is concerning. 2% extra damage, that's good. Radiant chest plate. Ooh. That's actually really interesting. Yep, these guys are power walls, bolt pistols, splinter pistols. Of course. How much tomato juice? Oh, don't even. Oh, even more power walls. If these guys were outfitted with Yukari stuff, it's quite scary. In no small part, the fact Yukari are quite scary. Powerful auto guns, another flying shotgun. Very nice. There's a lot of stuff in this game that's like very nice, very cool, got a name, etc. But I'm never going to use it because why would I give someone a shotgun when they're already good with like a long rifle or something, you know? Ooh, plus 10 bonus to ballistic skill, just in case our poor Irelet starts missing things. Yes, picture. Oh, there's the relic we got. Art of the Nameless increases all skills by 10. Yes, I think I will. Because I'm just so nice. I have 120 persuasion. Cool. What about this door? Or crate or whatever. Oh, it's open now. I'm inventing.
Compared to
Drop
naval
down.
service, that was barely a challenge.
Oh, this was the... This is the entrance. This is a quick way out.
Nothing's impossible for this old
Isn't this a
officer.
giant puppy eyes glare technique? Exactly. I'm just so cute and nice. No one can resist me. Oh, this place is just a loop. Hey, fair enough. Plus 99 persuasion. No, you don't understand, right? In this game, dice rolls are made with a D100. I automatically succeed at all diplomacy checks that have no difficulty modifiers. Now, one of them do have difficulty modifiers, but when you're working off a plus 20 above guarantee, it's kind of hard to care. Anyway, here's the damn Forgotten Twins that I'm trying to get to for forever. Lord Captain tries to study upon what future holds. Who? Who's his? Who is he? Who is this man? Pronoun check. A timid knock on the door. May I help you? The young servant in fine livery quickly bows to you and places a peculiar object on desk, a transparent dome with a living flower inside. The servant gestures at the flower and the box casts built in his respiratory system that's now crackle aesthetic. I was instructed of this gift to Lord Captain only. How did I fail at 85%? That is so embarrassing. No, I refuse to accept that. It's a goddamn flower. Of course, I already know the context behind it because I think I understand Cassia very well. You're suddenly becoming a DPC character. Yeah, it happens a lot. Wait, did that just undo? Oh my god. I think it undid my exploration of the... Oh my god, do I have to do that fight again? Ah! This is so embarrassing. No, I don't want to have to do it again. I already did it so well. Oh my god. This is what I get. This is what I get for not saving every 5 seconds.
Intriguing.
Whatever, let's take it from this angle. It'll be more interesting.
Experience. Nothing matters more.
There we go. Take the Ranger's visor, give it to the Eldar. Up, around.
I'll make
And
an
get killing.
example out of you.
Spare none of them.
This is why we don't save scum, kids. Play the game as it's meant to be played.
It's as good as
Whatever.
done. I'll make
Have
it
a
happen.
lot. Mark
I'll
this
see to
kill
it personally.
zone.
On it.
Kill zone.
It's as good as done.
Oh wait, that should have been rear. Damn. Whoopsie daisy. Congratulations. Exactly.
I'll see to it personally.
My place is at the fore.
I do like how if they're only moving a small distance, they step
I'll make
instead
it
of
happen.
run. But it does make them seem very nonplussed by the tactical situation at the
Victory is
time.
imminent.
There goes one.
I am not your Xenos pet, monkey.
Oh, no Xenos pet sure is kicking up a lot of noise.
If
Cool.
it serves your
That's good.
cause.
And then... Oh, she can see everyone. Almost everyone.
Nealantak. If I must.
Cool. Take out those two. In a single shot. We are fair and balanced.
Damage is negligible.
No, please, attack Pascal. I'm sure it'll end up well for you.
Let's make it quick.
Heinrichs can... step forward into this awkward little corner.
The Emperor is
Iron
on our
Arm
side.
himself. Get attacked because I wasn't paying attention or thinking about it. Hunt them. Oh, I should have done something else then. What did those guys move? That didn't really work. Or did those guys start attacking each other? Those guys move again. Watch them explode.
I'm done with this one.
Except for that one. How annoying. Okay. Let's give Avalon a bit more of a turn.
Indeed. Grey hair, sure hand. One fewer target.
Go down here.
Follow
This
my
guy.
lead. At your beck and call.
He has so many buffs in himself right now.
Brace yourself, Abelard. An exemplary strike. Grey hair, sure hair. It will be done. Reduced to dust.
Sound true.
At your beck and call. Give you a target.
Momentum.
Oh, I can then have
That's
a
actually
daring
sound approach.
act to just doodle again.
It will be done.
Why not, you know? Go here and cut them down.
Tried
Go
and
here and
tested
cut them
tactics are the best
down.
ones.
Go here.
I took care of this one.
The most powerful characters are the ones who can give their turns to other more
I've
powerful
seen worse battles
characters.
than this in my time. Dominance achieved.
Yeesh.
My place is
I
at
believe the
fort.
kids would call this Unk Got Hands.
Victory is imminent.
Sweet. Also,
I'm in, Haggard.
Let's make it quick.
oh?
Let's get to it.
We managed to turn what was essentially an ambush into an ambush in the other direction. I'm very proud of me.
Let's get to it. Let's get to it.
It's a YouTube picture reference, but no one's gonna get it. A scowl can stand here. Mark last slasher.
Forward. My
Up your next attack considerably. And shoot your electric gun.
condemns you. Request approved.
Cool. Beat this guy. Make him reckless.
It will be done.
Go here.
Indeed.
And tell them that you're not letting them leave.
It will be done. At your beck and call.
Well, this is gonna be really funny. Here, like, how's your shooting looking? I think she was looking pretty good at it, so... Let's move the back line
If
to
not
you.
me.
Right.
On it.
Off your alert.
You
Just
should
give it
feel
in.
honored to witness this.
Right, so Roulette has now got unlimited shots for the round. This is good.
I understand your intent.
She will now proceed to make use of it.
If it serves your
One.
cause.
Girl, you missed
I
the
am not your
95%.
Xenos. Another soul slips beyond the veil.
Missed again.
If I
Okay.
no more.
Cool. I'd line up
I
attack
am
against
not
that
your
guy.
Xenos pet monkey.
I'll see to it.
And due to a weird interaction, I get to use that regardless.
It's as good
I
as
get to
done.
tell your let's to take the shot now.
If it serves your cause.
Bang. And due to another weird interaction, I can just do
I won't
this
stand
all over
for it.
again.
Who if not me?
I'll have
I
Pascal
refuse.
up. No. Then I will keep yelling orders at Irelet. That definitely isn't going to annoy her senseless. Bang.
I am not your Xenos pet, monkey. If it
And the
serves your
bounty.
cause, I deal death with my hands.
Any other targets she can see? She can see these ones, so let's do that.
This tedium is beneath.
Bang.
I will not.
And to think that the Elder are this powerful in cannon.
If it
Let's
serves
go
your
on the
cause.
tabletop. The Rangers were. And with the young Master Van Kallox, please. I don't know how young he is. With the handsome Van Kallox. With the lovely Van Kallox. I could go on. I wonder how long it'll take for him to blame me.
Isn't this a job for the circus?
Right. Good. Let's have her move up a little bit, or rather
Battlefields
back
are
so she can move
always
up.
drowned in scarlet.
Because of course, she can't just like jump over the edge. She's wearing a skirt.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
And there wasn't much need for me to do that.
Time to slaughter someone.
No, please, come up.
Let's make it quick. Here we go.
Pascal cannot contribute to the situation right now. So we'll just have him move. Sure, I could make him do some buffing or stuff, but I don't want to.
I will do my duty. An exemplary strike.
Can I tell you to shoot a shotgun pistol in this situation? Okay,
Indeed.
good. And knock most of them on their bum. Then go here. And tell them you're watching them.
A tactically sound approach.
There's really not a lot I can do here.
Let's make some opportunities.
Now, Pirulette, I shall have her
Move
move.
swiftly to strike.
Set up.
If I must. I am not your Xenos pet, monkey.
Can't do that because they're not.
This
Instead, make a
tedium
dead eye
has been
shot.
Hear you moving?
Splat.
No more. I am not
Take
your
out that one.
Xenos pet, monkey.
Yeah, that'll do then. Honestly, just pass. They're not gonna survive, Abelard.
Let's get to it.
See? Told you.
Advancing.
Although that one was more them just shooting each other. Guess good friends are hard to find among pirate crews. Who's that guy in
It will be
particular?
Victory is
Make him
imminent.
reckless.
It will be done. I took care of this one. Reduced to dust. Tried and tested
Go down
tactics are the
here.
best ones. I will
Set up
do my
a
duty.
parry. And wait. You see that guy?
If another soul slips beyond the veil.
Let's get to it.
I
Bonk.
took care of this one.
You poor unfortunate soul. You have no idea just how outclassed you are.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time. Reduced to dust.
There we go. That was all the
Keep
loot,
your
right?
wits about you.
There wasn't anything else. Oh no, there was the thing at the start. Which is of course just a... We take those. Cool. Take everything. Helmet, the armor, the Chikari sword. Sweet! Okay, that took like an embarrassingly long time for something I've already done. So let's save now, actually. The fact that events happen whenever I jump really should encourage me to save before every jump, in no small part due to the fact we are going through the warp. That's not going to end well. Cool. Okay. We are now going to the Forgotten Twins. So help me if something bad happens. I don't know what people care. They're totally still breathing on the ground. Yeah, of course. See? Picks up their head. This guy's totally alive. Alive. I'm doing well. See, he said it himself. So over my shoulder. Come to think of it, actually. It should be more obvious that this was Cassia, because her servants are all mute. One is a fragile branch of Lavadulam quadus, a most rare specimen native to the world of quadus in the Calixis sector. Covered in tiny blooms the colour of purple sky, the plant has been carefully sealed inside a dome, along with mineral fertilizer modified by the Magus biologist, which will sustain it for many years. I already met the servant who delivered this gift. He's Lady Cassia's personal valet. We should know the identified sender. As the plant itself, a term from the ancient etiquette of the nobility, all but forgotten in this day and age, comes to your mind. Immortalium, or eternal flower. A living plant capable of enduring in the void for centuries. An extremely rare sight in the current expanse, and an unmistakable token to give a special favour. The appearance of an immortalium in the life of two aristocrats is a unique ritual, the purpose of which is to demonstrate their true intentions without words. Every gesture, glance or phrase in this ritual is imbued with deep symbolic meaning. You are expected to take the next step, which is to either reject the gift by pointedly ignoring its existence, or to accept it on your own terms. The recipient's acceptance can be expressed through words of gratitude in private conversation, or by sending a gift in return. I, Factotum General Stanrock, can always assist you with the latter. My god, I like sending me flowers. I really like how Cassia doesn't just like do actions befitting of nobility. She does actions befitting of someone who has very high expectations of noble standards. Standards? Wow, that was a very strange accent work there. But also because she like spends all her time reading old books. She like has a very classic view of it. So it's a damn good thing I'm a bookworm as well. I begin Immortalium. I need to help arrange a reciprocal gift. An Immortalium? General Shushu intrigued looked through the lens of his implants. That's got exactly a range for Lady Cass. Everyone knows! Everyone knows! The second someone does something like very noble and old-fashioned, it's like, what did Cassia do this time? I don't even need to ask how he knows. Truth be told, a little gifts. Shrug. I could send her a library. Like, sending a girl who likes books a library is obviously, like, a very good fit for her. But also, is it too impersonal? She's just like, you for real, for real. What does that mean? What do you mean by that? Huh? Would you like to step in front to the front of the class and explain to everyone why you said that, what you did? I'm giving you a very pointed expression right now, if you can't tell. Hi, Cassie.
Words cannot describe how boring the bridge is without our stimulating conversations.
Asking a girl what gift she likes is like so awkward. Like, I want to give her the library. I really do. Like, she doesn't want for wealth. She doesn't want for a loom. I can't imagine. I mean, I guess I can somewhat imagine her making crafts, but she's much more of a painter. You both like ... literature. Oh? ... literature? Is that right? I have tried so hard to cultivate this elegant, noble nature, to present myself as dignified, well put together, upper class, or at the very least classy. And this is what my damnable chatters, those wretches, talk about, in front of my face, no less. We both like ... literature. Frustrated to no end. I don't want to ask her, but like... Also, I like how generous, like, presented it is. Why don't you, like, ask her discreetly, and then I just come up to her like, what do you want? What do you want me to give you for your birthday? You know, like, hey, so hypothetically, no kidding, my mother keeps doing that to me for my birthday, and I haven't given her anything. So I'm probably just gonna get a bunch of, like, really rubbish things for my birthday. Cue the gremlin sound. No, okay, no. Those are just like, those are accidental, okay? I'm not like that. I'm not like that. Okay, those are just like in the heat of the moment. You do it too. Anyone would do it. Why does that tunnel look like a cat? I'm going nuts. Okay, no, I can't do it.
I haven't...
Quick, run away as fast as your legs can carry you. I don't know what gift I should give Cassia. A library. Oh! I hope I didn't make a mistake. Oh god. No, oh god. No, I have to look this up now. I have to look this up now, because if I don't... Remember all your screen capture, which kind of scared me. Shut up. It's obvious. So was the library. Okay. Damn. If you somehow mess up that romance point, you like... actually just don't deserve her. If the girl who spends all her time talking about books and how much she loves being in the library, who you start dating because you start flirting with her in a library, if you don't think, oh, I should give her a library, you don't deserve her. You don't deserve women in general, because you clearly can't understand a woman's tastes. The coordinates in the ship's log lead to an unremarkable system. The Orca crew's report that what the race cannot register as anything worthy of Lord Cap's attention. Is log entry some sort of joke? Some decide to mock the rogue trader. They're playing a dangerous game. Are you kidding? This place is gorgeous. Binary star system. Also, I just have to say, like, the way you phrase that is like, I remember your screen cap attempts, just reminded me of those stupid Sans and Tell, I remember your genocides. The cottage screen highlight shapes of several buildings. This small settlement, the only one on the planet, is a Windscale Dynasty outpost. After 11 years sent onto the planet, you are rewarded with a dismal sight. The entire outpost consists of long columns of uniformed bunkhouses, machine hangars, and a large headquarters topped with a massive antenna of an ancient Volkscaster. The binary suns hanging in the sky make every object cast two shadows, a spectacle you find vaguely disturbing. The custodian and his people go out the way to give the esteemed guests a proper reception, but the resource is scarce at best. What's up here? The custodian shares alarming news. The outpost is highly dependent on various deliveries from the core Windscale worlds, but 2 ships have already failed to arrive on schedule. The locals do not have an astropath of their own, so the custodian cannot determine the cause of the delays or request aid. The outpost will soon run out of food at this rate. The custodian sends an urgent request for provisions. He's begging you for help, offering what little his settlement has in exchange. Sure, I got provisions. A needle rifle. A needle rifle? Ooh, it's a toxin sniper rifle. That's very interesting. The return journey introduces you a rare and unexpected spectacle. An eclipse begins as one of the 2 local suns covers the other. You watch as the temperature drops, the lighting changes, and the double shadows vanish. The 2 discs in the sky merge, forming a shimmering oval and becoming one. Eventually, the fantastic event passes, leaving behind a vivid memory. That's nice. I wish I could give someone an entire library. Look, as someone who has an entire library, it's a burdensome gift if they have any hobbies other than reading. So for Cassie, it's like really good. But I have an entire library and I keep having to get rid of books because I've either read them and will never read them again, so there's no point in having them, or I'm not going to read them, so there's no point in having them. I would have much rather my shelves be like covered in plush toys and anime merchandise than all these books. I have a lot of books. And there's plenty of books I keep because I plan to read them, but I never do because if my day is genuinely so slow that I can't find anything to do online, I will just go to sleep. I'll average like eat, sleep, game, repeat like I'm on a stupid song. Traces of a space battle. Look, Captain, there is evidence of a recent scuffle straight ahead of us. Don't take me, this is not a frigate, this is a gutted piece of metal. Blimey, the culprits are here too. See how dire freaks. I reckon there's a shiny butt serving from this distance. Except, the Xenos are acting suspiciously, offering a place, not even trying to run. We approach open fire from a distance. Call off your people in Lantark. Something is wrong. The children of Asheron are dismayed, but doing something like this to a Monkai vessel. No, we are not animals. I appeal to your prudence and the promise you made. Do not destroy my kin for the deeds they did not commit. Lord Captain, we received a report from the Augur crew. The situation is unusual. The Xenos ship displays no biological or energetical signatures, even though it appears to be intact. According to the scanners, there is nobody on board. However, survivors are believed to be hiding in one of the compartments of the damaged vessel of the Imperium. We've also spotted some drifting plating remains that belong to a third unidentified vessel. The acolytes of the machine cult identified the remains of the third vessel. The Voxmaster relays the order to detect priests and promptly receives reply. Lord Captain, I am reporting that the hull fragments belong to the Drukhari Xenos race, but the presence of the ships in the system this time has not been confirmed. Send a shuttle with scouts to investigate the Xenos ship. Some stuff. After several hours of tedious waiting, Vicious gets back on air. Lord Captain, the scouts confirmed our earlier report. The Xenos ship is intact. Many valuable artifacts have been found inside, but neither Eldari nor their bodies were discovered. Late again, Antark. Well, that voice sounds faint and almost listless. Dispatch a rescue team to see if there are any survivors on the frigate. Lord Captain, the scouts managed to rescue several emaciated officers from the wrecked ship. Despite their wounds, they were able to tell us what happened. During a patrol, the frigate discovered an Eldari ship crossing the system and decided to immediately attack the enemies of humanity. The Xenos vessel proved too fast and skittish, and at one point its engines failed, giving the frigate a chance to attack. When the guns were aimed, several Drukhari ships suddenly pounced from the darkness. At first they attacked from a distance, but soon boarded the frigate and wreaked a bloody massacre on the decks. It is only by sheer miracle the surviving officers managed to escape, locking themselves up in a hidden tentacle compartment the Xenos had no use for. The survivors claim the Xenos conspired and deliberately led the ship into a trap where it met its doom. The Xenos joined forces to eliminate a vessel of the Imperium. The lines between Eldari and Drukhari is an unusual sight, and such an outcome is hardly surprising. Ah, Mr. Interrogator, I was thinking the exact same thing. At last, you and I can finally agree on something. How blind are the Monkai to the vices of their own kind? Humans attack a ship of the children us around, saying peacefully by, but it is my kinspeople who are to blame? It is beside itself contempt and rage. No, my kind would not willingly take part in a massacre orchestrated by the Dark Ones and then abandon their ship. Something else happened here, something I'm afraid to even consider. Yeah, no, I'm going to relate on this one. Sounds like those other Eldari are going to have a very, very unpleasant time. I mourn for them. Especially if they're still alive. Like, you want to, Trader? Oh, it'd be a shame I regret smashing you guys in my room. Yeah. 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 Someday it will be empty. Someday I'll get rid of almost all my stuff. I just have so many things I don't want. It's weird, you know? Like... How do I put this in a way that doesn't make me sound petty? I genuinely, just like... When you're very young... It's very easy to get greedy and say, I want this thing, I want that thing, I don't want to give up on things. But now I'm an adult, I realise just how pathetic it is to own things. I am genuinely just like, I don't want to own most of the things I own. Because either they have no practical purpose except gathering dust and taking up space, or, yeah, no, that's pretty much it. Just a lot of the things I own are just worthless to me. They don't make me happy. They don't give me any benefit. I don't use them. I don't have any purpose of them as status symbols. I remember one time I was chatting with someone and I described my ideal bedroom, and it took me not very long at all to realise I described something almost like a prison cell. And then I remember... I think back to my time at university, and I remember my room at uni, and that was pretty much a prison cell. It was quite literally 4 walls, ceiling and a floor, and I was completely content with that. Because as long as I had my computer and a few of the clothes I liked, I couldn't care less what the room looked like. Genuinely did not matter to me. I'd look out the window if I wanted to go outside. Maybe I'd pull up my phone if I wanted something on that. I just generally don't need a lot of stuff to be happy. Like, I've got a bed full of plush toys, but I didn't sleep with them in uni. Something I think if you got rid of everything, if you put me in an actual prison cell, I'd probably end up quite listless and bored. But the actual, like, threshold of things I need to own to be happy and convenienced is extremely low. I never understand people who, like, buy things. It's also a point of contention in my family because, like, I will see them collecting things and it's like, well, that's nice, and I have some collections of my own, you know. I like having a collection of Bionicles and all, but, you know, I don't feel the need to have the newest thing or the best thing. I don't feel the need to own stuff. I don't want stuff. Oh no, you've become a minimalist. You fool. I've always been a minimalist. Mwahahaha. Yeah. Yeah. I guess I am just like that, you know. I just genuinely am just a minimalist. I don't want necessarily flashy things. I think the only thing I ever truly want, like the only thing I would ever actually want a truly unlimited supply of, like, if anyone asked me, personally, what do you want? I would say clothing. Which is such a pretentious thing to say because I wear the same outfits on a cycle. I wear the same 3 things on a cycle. It goes in the wash, it comes out, you know. I will wear black and I will wear black. I love the idea of clothing. I love the idea of having nice clothes and wearing them and constructing outfits and being fashionable. And then I never do it. It is the one thing that breaks my true minimalist streak. It's like, I'm just obsessed. I just adore fashion and clothing, but I just can't do it because I dress like a goth. A very lazy teenage goth. I guess I never went through the phase. It also doesn't help that, like, clothing is also not something you can store on a shelf. That's another problem, right? I'm standing up for this because I'm so passionate. I'm gesturing to things in my room, which is still a total mess, by the way. I want to get rid of most of the stuff in here, but like, you can't store most clothes on a shelf, and you definitely can't do it in a way that looks good. You can kind of do it with, like, shoes in shoe boxes. Goodness knows, I've thrown away most of my shoe boxes, so that's a problem. But, like, I have a single wardrobe that is so packed to the brim that some of my items are stored not vertically, but horizontally. Aaron, who thought you dressed like a Zelda character? Thank you very much. I can assure you I would. Unironically, like, one of my favorite kinds of, like, outfits, and this is, like, so ridiculous, because whenever I say it out loud, I start thinking, nobody dresses like this, and nobody has dressed like this for 200 years. It's like, a button-down shirt, right? Like, my ideal outfit is based around wearing a button-down shirt and some form of skirt, you know, long skirt. Makes me look like a total librarian, and I accessorize around that kind of outfit. That is my ideal fit, but it is so impractical to, like, I just don't care enough, you know? Like, I would totally dress like a librarian, like the swattiest, nerdiest, most reclusive librarian kind of nerd chick you can ever imagine. Maybe you'd call it cottagecore, I don't know. Really, I just compare it to librarian, but just like anything like that is my kind of outfit. And I'd love to like have a better like visual persona. My stream persona would probably be like some full gothic Lolita ensemble, and I do have some like almost gothic Lolita things, if you don't know what gothic Lolita looks like, in my wardrobe. But really, if I just dressed myself as I felt like every single day, it would just make me look like a goddamn librarian. You know? Maybe I'd wear a bow, or maybe a tie, maybe I'd wear a jumper with long sleeves or no sleeves, you know? Hold on, where's my soapbox? I need to find a soapbox to stand on so I can complain about corsets and more, because it's been like almost a month since I have complained about the public opinion of corsets. How long has it been since I last complained about corsets? I don't know. People should wear corsets. Corsets are good. Well, that's another thing. If I wear a button-down shirt and a long skirt by itself, I look like a librarian. If I put on a corset, suddenly I start looking like either someone from a Ren Fair reenactment. No, I just look like someone from a Ren Fair reenactment. I respect the goth clothes. I ain't meant some for that life, though. Yeah, no, that is very real. It is not hot right now. It's not particularly warm in my country or my room right now. And yet I'm still dressing very loosely because black is a very warm colour. Whew. Yeah. No, but I definitely would go, like, full goth if I had the energy to do that. We're talking lots of layers, you know. Boots. I thought corsets were kind of tight. That's the point. That's kind of exactly the point. Okay? Okay, no, hold on. You've done it now. You've unleashed the beast. So, okay. So, first of all, I'm just going to mouse over my character's design for no reason in particular. So the main thing about corsets that gets perpetuated, that has really, like, harmed any kind of discussion about fashion that I'm interested in, is discussion around corsets. Because there are a lot of people, both men and women, if they ever think about corsets, who look at corsets and think it's some kind of either erotic bondage gear, which, you know, good for you, I guess, or they think it's a torture device because designed to make women suffer. Because when you put on a corset, what it does is it pinches your stomach in and it makes your back straight, and as a result you kind of can't bend over very flexibly, and it kind of impairs your breathing and eating a little. Do you know what else does that to your body? Do you know what else causes you to have to sit upright and pulls your stomach in? A goddamn belt! All a corset is just a really tall belt, and you don't hear people complaining about belts. Do you know why? Well, because of a lot of reasons, including the actual technical nature of a corset. But ultimately, a corset is not painful. Because if a corset is painful, you are wearing it wrong. What I own in my cupboard is a very cheap corset. It's like 20 quid off Amazon, because you could just buy a corset for 20 quid off Amazon. It's not tailored or fitted in any way. It's a little stretched and overuse. But it is genuinely one of the nicest pieces of clothing I own. It is something I will swear by until my dying day, is that corsets are a good thing. Okay, that you should be allowed to wear corsets. That you should be... I'm not asking for it to become normalized, but in the sense that I want everyone to wear them again, because obviously we've moved on from them for a reason. They're hot and they restrict movement, and that's enough for people. And fashion just moved on from them, that's fine. But, you know, anyone who tells you, like, oh, a corset will, like, make you completely unable to breathe, make you completely unable to swallow food, make you completely stiff, make you completely unable to do anything, and it will hurt the entire time. No! Because if that was the case, nobody would have worn them. Especially not, like, most every woman in the old days. The belt comparison finally gives me a reason to justify my dislike for those two. Yeah, that's fair. No, I mean, like... I've worn belts as well, you know, everyone wears belts. But, you know, when I first put on the corset, I noticed a few things about it. First of all, it really did pull my waistline in by several inches. The next thing I noticed was the fact that it didn't really affect my body in any significant way whatsoever. It didn't stop me from breathing, because that would be stupid. It didn't stop me from swallowing food, although it said it made me feel fuller quicker. And the most interesting thing is that it didn't actually stop me from bending over, because there are these things called hips and knees, which allow you to bend over without having to bend your damn spine. And indeed, if you're bending your back to pick things off the ground, you're doing it wrong anyway. So, if anything, of course it helps in that regard. And that is the hot point, the single thing. The back support, the medical equipment, damn it. They make you sit up straight. And they mean that you, like, don't have bad posture in your lower back. And just after a few hours of wearing my corset for the first time, I realised that it just improved my posture so much that even without it on, I was just sitting up better. And although it's been a while since I've worn it, you know, it's like, whatever. It genuinely helps. Like, anyone who says, like, oh, you have to, like, you know those scenes in, like, old classic stuff where you got a maid who puts her back on it and, like, pulls it so tight and the woman's clutching the banister and screaming in pain? No! No! That's not a thing! Maybe if it was, like, again, bondage fetish gear, it does that. Which, again, good for you. That's a kind of body modification that I don't participate in because I'm not into that. But I put on my corset by myself, you know. You're generally expected to have some help with it. You know, most people will get their, like, mother or sister or daughter or whatever to help them with their corset in, like, the old days. But corsets have long strings, yo. You could just, like, put it on, pull it tight. Your waist will go in, like, several inches. I don't know how tight it becomes, in my case, especially because I'm already quite skinny. But it will go in quite thin. And it will be visible, you know. You will visibly look thinner. And it will not kill you. It will not hurt. The only reason my corset hurt the first time I wore it, actually. You know why it hurt the first time I wore it? Because it turns out corsets have a right side up and I was putting it on upside down. So I flip it upside down and it worked perfectly. You know? Corsets are like one of the original posture wears. They were invented before, like, the modern version of the bra was invented. Because you would originally wear a corset bra kind of hybrid thing, which name I can't remember, like camisole I think it is. Which would act as part of your boob support. That's why women would wear it, because it was a form of bra. Unsurprising, really. It gives you back support because it makes your spine better. You know, it's just... And they do amazing things with high heels. If you combine a corset with high heels, it, like... You start to understand. Like, whenever you're looking at, like... Whenever a woman wears high heels in the modern day, right? She's not wearing a corset. And they will often complain, oh, it hurts my back. When you wear high heels with a corset, that's not happen. Because one and the other were invented at the same time to go together. And we lost the corset, but we kept the high heels. And, like, just, you see my character design right now? You see my character design. This woman is wearing a gorget. Is it gorget? She's wearing a chest plate that inherently has a cinched waist. You know, it inherently has corsettery inside its design because it comes in at the stomach and extrudes out the bottom. She's probably wearing a corset underneath that as well. And this is a character who's running around shooting heretics with a sniper rifle. It is pretty damn normal to wear a corset and be able to do things with a corset on. You can totally understand how, like, old-timey women were able to dance in a corset. because it's like doesn't get in the way of that kind of thing. Like for maybe like farm labourers and stuff, I understand it might get a little bit difficult, but they would just wear looser corsets. Of course, strength must be incredible. Exactly. She's powerful. She's an amazingly powerful woman who totally probably has a lot of chrome inside her, but whatever. So, hi, welcome. But yeah, anyway. I think I've been ranting on about corsets for about half an hour. That's incredible. I should wear mine more. I should go back to wearing mine more. Again, I should like dress up in clothes that I like more instead of clothes that are practical and quick to put on more. But I don't want to look like a Renfarian actor. I definitely don't want to look like a cheap Renfarian actor, because a lot like that's the hot button issue, is that all the clothes I have that are like designed around that kind of outfit I like are also super cheap things that I've either got second hand or off like budget websites, and some of them haven't been like ironed or anything. Today's challenge gift. Oh bugger, you did it right. Yes. You got me. You got me. But yeah, anyway, my ideal outfit is button-down white shirt, corset, and some kind of long skirt, and it makes me look like a pirate or something. And I hate how it makes me look like a pirate or something, but I really do like how it feels. I really do like how it looks. I need more fashion options. I need another corset is what I need, because my one's kind of old and stretched, but also because like they can come in different colours, and I've only got a black one. I guess I think a brown one, use that as a colour complement. But again, that would just make me look even more like a Renfarian actor. We don't really have Renfair in the UK, as far as I know. I mean, we probably have LARP events like that. But I would never go to something like that. Maybe I could go to I could dress up like that for like a Comic-Con at some point, but like that would be kind of awkward when I could actually dress as an actual character. I don't know, I don't feel the need to be social about my nerd stuff. I don't want to... Yeah, that's my biggest vice, is I want all these nice clothes and then I will never wear them because there's never an event to wear them because I don't go outside. So I'll just be wearing them in the comfort of my room where you don't even have enough space to play fucking VR games. Pirate, you say? Yeah. Seriously, it's either pirate or like barmaid or something, is that the kind of aesthetic? And that's not a coincidence because that's what they wore back in the day. That was like a normal woman wear. I'm just a fashion failure is what I am. Donate to my channel. Watch my adverts. Right, don't you swear? I'm sorry, get the jar. You just got me so impassioned about this topic. If I could look like a barmaid, I'd be so happy. Girl, you can do it. I believe in you. It is possible. It is difficult because you need big boobs. So maybe Remoto could do it. But you can do it if you believe in yourself. And again, every single thing that I wear did not cost me a particularly lot of money to make a barmaid outfit. It depends on like what you define as a barmaid outfit. I shouldn't have been historical. True. Changing history with it. Well. Oh, there's also one more thing I just want to point out. On the nature of corsetry as well, is that there's kind of two main ways to wear a corset, as far as I understand it. There's probably like more details about it. I'm not a fashion person. Wish I was. But generally, like, I wear my underbust corset the most. And my underbust corset is literally just a belt, you know. It's just from the lowest rib down to my hips. It's just there. And that is comfortable and that is practical. The other corset that I own, because of course I own multiple corsets because that's how I feel about them, is an overbust corset. And that goes from below my hips all the way up to above my boobs. And that thing can both be worn by itself but also as part of an outfit. And if you had to ask me, I would say that the overbust one looks more of a barmaid outfit. If you want to go for some kind of pirate scanty, kind of barmaid kind of deal. Whereas my underbust corset is just more general, like, cottagecore fashion. Because it both brings less emphasis to the bosom. But it's also just like more practical because the overbust corset is just not as tight. I think that's just the consequence of the overbust corset in general. Is just that it's not very tight. I think it's just because it's cheap and not tailored. And also because it's got more lacing and I'm the only one putting it on. So if someone helps me put it on, I'm sure I could probably get it a lot tighter, but it wouldn't even hold that long because it's got more to hold in together. You know. Fashion is hard. Dressing up by yourself is hard. Sometimes I wish there was like a second version of me running around, so I could either dress them up or have them dress me up. That would be so convenient. Yeah. Accessory is important to me. Oh, and also I just need to point out one more thing. If a woman ever tells you, in her blessed ignorance, love a woman, of course, that she's never worn a corset in her life, ask her if she's ever worn a full-length dress in her life. Because chances are, if she's ever worn a dress for a party, or a wedding, or a graduation or something, she has, in some capacity, worn clothing that cinches her waist. And even though it's not a true corset, with no corsetry, no boning, no lacing, no nothing, that's still a shapewear, which corsetry falls underneath the umbrella of. So, yeah. There's like plenty of clothing that pulls your stomach in, even if it's just like got a belt on it, of course, or a sash, or something, or it's just like tight around the stomach. That is shapewear. That is what corsetry is. Oh, and one more thing. The corsets I usually wear, this isn't even work for me. I just like a GTA NPC and go, go, go. Well, it works, doesn't it? Don't dress like a GTA NPC. That sounds like it'll predispose you to being a victim of violent crime. Dress like a GTA protagonist instead. That also sounds like it predisposed you to a violent crime. Maybe we should just like avoid dressing like we're from Grand Theft Auto in general. Instead, dress like you're from Legend of Zelda. But yeah, where was I? Right. So the corsetry I usually wear is true corsetry with leather and buckles and hooks. You know, buckles, rivets. You know, and like strings and stuff. It's like actual corsetry. It's not got like any good boning in it. It's like got cheap aluminium or steel boning in it. Does it have steel boning? No, I don't think it has steel boning. Maybe it has plastic boning. I know. It bends, but it doesn't break. And it's comfortable. And it's cotton, and it's soft, and it's nice. But more importantly, that is like the traditional version of corsetry that you'll see on, of course, Ren Fair cosplayers, but also like goths and other people who have that kind of fashion, perverts. But there's also just like another form of shapewear that I need to acknowledge is part of this discussion because it is just as valid, and that is elastic shapewear, right? Because although I love corsetry for the things it does to my back and my stomach, if you don't want to have your movements restricted for whatever reason, because who would want that, right? You can just get like waist trainers, which are a piece of elastic and cloth. And they generally have like very small hooks and no bolts. And they can go underneath clothes. And for the most part, that doesn't affect me because I don't wear skin-tight clothing. Unsurprisingly, that would be kind of weird. But, you know, these elastic shapewears are like you know, I've got one as well, obviously. And this is like thin and almost breathable. It's underneath clothing. It doesn't stop you from bending over, but it does make your stomach flatter. And like, if anyone ever tells me that corsettery is bad because they don't want their stomach to be pulled in, no, first of all, that's shapewear, the greater umbrella. That's not just the fault of corsets. And second of all, get yourself an elastic waist trainer. They are even cheaper than the corset. I think I got my corset off Amazon for 20 and I got the waist trainer for 15 or something like that. No, I think I actually got it off like AliExpress or even cheaper than that. But you can just like put it on and it will make your stomach smaller, no matter what. Unless you got like a really bad fit or something, you can just get those and put them on underneath. There are shapewear vests that go on underneath. And then you realise we've kind of just reinvented the camisole, but with modern materials. It's almost like the system works. But yeah, you can just get like loads of different shapewear and do amazing things to your body. You know, not that I'm like fat or anything. I also just need to like stress this much. I don't have a stomach. Like at all. It's very much concave, not convex down there. But when I put it on, it becomes even more so. And that's awesome. And it allows me to... It opens up the potential for me to cosplay as so many different characters with body types. It allows me to put on costumes and outfits that I want that accentuate parts of my body. You know, if I put on the corset and it makes my body look thinner, and I put on like a wide skirt, it makes my body look so much nicer than how I usually look. At least how I feel. That's how I feel about it. Because it makes my butt look big. Because it makes me have a better figure. And it's just like so possible. And I just feel like so many people give up on fashion so early and so quickly because of their body type or because they don't want to wear something that will alter their body type. And it's like, no, you can do it. You can put it on. This is not expensive tailored clothing. You can get expensive tailored. That is something I would really like. Is like for a Christmas or something present, I would like to have like an actually tailored piece of clothing. I think that would be awesome. But that would mean I'd have to go to a tailor's and get measured. And I do not want that, because that means going outside and having a stranger touch my body. Tailored clothing feels so good. Oh, I envy you. Yeah, no, I really want that. Everything I've ever worn is like untailored. And it like, it wears down on me. I would definitely like that. I definitely want like a tailored corset. If I had a like actually seriously tailored corset, and also those are not expensive, by the way. They're like not cheap, but they're not like expensive. They won't break the bank. If I had an actually tailored corset, I would seriously consider wearing it for most of the year. I don't know if I'd necessarily wear it during like spring and summer because those are hot. But in autumn and winter, I would go full like autumn goth, cottagecore goth kind of thing with a corset on all the time. That would fit me. That would be comfortable. That would look amazing. I wouldn't just wear it because it was expensive and I wanted my purchase to be justified, but that would be nice, obviously. Yeah. So that's what I want. That's like if I had like infinite money and a bit more confidence and went outside more, which is three increasingly difficult things for me, is money, confidence, and reasons to leave the house, then I would absolutely like dress up more cutely, gothic, cottage, whatever. Is there like a gothic cottagecore like overlap? I know, I guess you might call that like witchcore or something. Man, having a witch star room would be awesome. I don't want all these little books of like how to invent a wheel. I want books on like how to brew a foul potion. Down here I've got like a book on like the magical properties of stones, and underneath it I've got like a bag of minerals. Because it turns out you can just like buy rocks. That's awesome. The only thing tailored I had was my graduation gown. I didn't even have that. My graduation gown wasn't even a rental. They just like tossed the gown on top of me, tossed a board on top of my head, took the photo, charged us like 30-40 quid for a single photo, and then I had to like take it off and pass it on to the next person. It's like, bro, what? It wasn't even a good photo. I mean, it wasn't a bad photo. Which core? I should have known. Look. When your persona is a living doll, it kind of just like becomes inevitable that your aesthetic is going to be some kind of creepy, haunted house kind of thing. You know, broken down mansion in the woods, full of spider webs because I never clean, full of other dolls. You know, that's just my aesthetic, yo, top to bottom. So of course I'm going to dress up both in Gothic Lolita, but also like dolly wear, like witchy wear, you know, that kind of thing. That's just me. If I'm not a doll, I'm a vampire. That's my kind of style. That's another thing. That's another expensive. I thought it was a voodoo doll of yourself. I mean, that depends on how you define voodoo. But no, I'm definitely more like a bisque doll kind of thing. Anyway, how do you pronounce it? Is it just bisque doll, biscuit doll? You know, very realistic, delicate dolls that are more designed for admiration. That's me. But I would like ball joints. Joints are awesome. Yeah. Man, I'm actually gonna like pull up what you call it, like one of those image resharing websites on my tablet, so I can look up like this aesthetic in full. Is would it be just Pinterest or something? No, but I hate those websites. I'm gonna visit this website that I hate. I'm gonna go to this place that I don't like to be in. Let's go try Tumblr, actually. Let's see what was in my wretched Tumblr feed. Horse Girl, Fire Emblem, Persona, Warframe. Yep, that's everything. That's all my interests. That's not what I typed at all. Cool. Is that too specific? No, that's just a thing for Japan. That's not even close to what I typed in. Why would you show me that? Me navigating Twitter for cheap game sales. Get out of that place. Get out of that wretched hole. There are better websites for you to get game sales. Honestly, I've just set up my Steam app and it works for me. Honestly, if you just have like your Steam wishlist set up with alerts and like Humble Bundle, that's like 90% of all game sales that matter sorted, right? Right? You don't need Twitter. Get off Twitter now. It's a wretched hive of scum and villainy. We must be cautious. It's the dark place. You must never go there, Simba. Speaking of the dark place we should never go to, the crew retreat is a truly impressive sight. That was the most amazing segue in my life. Colossal storm on the gas giant's surface. The planet's dimensions in themselves are mind-boggling. And in a birth of tempest, the storm to end all storms. As the Lord Captain and her officers observed it from a safe distance, through the British huge viewing windows, some just gave it name, and the Emperor's wrath garnered the most votes. Some in the crew believe the storm to be an omen. It's probably fine. Really? Was there no? So you mean to tell me that I put all that effort into getting to the system and there was nothing here? Foul. Absolutely foul. Alright. Save my game. Let's wrap it up here to this day. I'm definitely gonna look up more of those like fashion things. Maybe I will go to the wretched Pinterest. Never gonna go on Instagram. Never going there. To the wretched Pinterest and find out what's there. Just for my own satisfaction. Maybe I'll dress up nicer. I don't know. Next stream, maybe I'll like actually put on more than like how many pieces of clothing? I don't even know. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Thank you for Nana. And I will see ya when I see ya. Bye! Please. Started. Oh no, not another sale. I can't afford it. No!